How's it going, everybody? I want to share something that's been on my heart today. It's actually a dream that a friend had many years ago, and it's one of those dreams that when I heard it, it really impacted me, and it has to do with money and following the Lord. And I'm going to share the dream with you, and I'm going to share why I'm sharing it right now, other than the overall principle of truth that is in this dream. So years ago, I was a missionary, traveled a lot, but we had a ministry base, and we had cabins, and there's like, I don't know, 8 of us guys in this cabin. And not every morning, but often, we would wake up and share any dreams that somebody might have had. And it wasn't like a ritual or something that we had to do, or something that we even made like, it just wasn't something we did every day. But this one particular day, I was downstairs, and one of my friends woke up, and he came downstairs, and it was just the 2 of us. And he was just like, man, I had this incredible dream last night. And there's just that look, right, where you've had this encounter and you're awake, and you're just like, what is going on? Well, this particular friend, he grew up in Miami and was a really wealthy guy. Made a lot of money in commercial real estate. Pretty much left it all to follow God on this path of being a missionary. And I can go into more detail about what we did, but a lot of it was centered around the prophetic and intercession and prayer and justice. So he has this dream where it's a short dream. He sees Jesus like ahead, and Jesus has his arms out like this, just open, and his hands open, his arms out, and he's got like a robe on, and he's got long sleeves. And he sees Jesus' face, and he sees Jesus just welcoming him in. But at the same time, it's powerful. At the same time, flowing out of the cuffs of Jesus' long sleeves was gold coins and riches just flowing out from the bottom of Jesus' sleeves as he's holding his arms and hands open to my friend. He shares the dream with me, and I'm like, I know him, right? Like, I know him. I'm able to discern what the Lord's showing him and helping him with. And even though he gave up this wealthy life to follow the Lord in a new, different way, it doesn't make it easy, right? And we were roughing it. we got Panera day-old bread and bagels, and we did dinner in a communal way. There was no menu. There was no kind of eating whatever you wanted to, from day to day, because we just didn't have money. So his lifestyle was very different from what he had been used to. And he knew what the Lord was saying, but I was just there to emphasize and affirm and encourage and bring clarity. But definitely the theme is seek first the kingdom, right? Seek first him, seek Jesus first, and all these things will be added to you. But Are you going to let the stuff and the money that flows from Jesus distract you? Are you going to let the wealth stop you from going deeper into Jesus? Literally, Jesus' arms are open and money's pouring out of his sleeves. And you can imagine, right, to get the money, you'd have to stop at his arms. Woo! Are we going to stop at his hands? Are we going to stop at his hands, or are we going to go to him? Are we going to embrace him? I'm sharing this dream, and the reason why it's been on my heart today, it's not because I'm like, ooh, I want to share something powerful, something that has to do with money today. No, I've been wrestling personally, and the Lord has brought this dream to my memory. I've been wrestling, and I'm in the market right now, and I'm like, God, what are you doing? What's going on? I kind of want to get out of the market because I'm thinking it's just bottom's gonna fall out for a few weeks. It'd be nice to sell now and buy back in a few weeks when it goes down, right? But is that really the right thing to do right now? My wife had a dream a couple nights ago that a bear was in our front yard, and my dog Cash was outside barking at it, and I had to bring him in. My dog always represents money in my life and investing. But the point of sharing this is we need to go to him. He needs to not only be our reward, not only be the pearl of great price, not only be the field that you sell everything for, but he needs to stay in that place. And when he leads you into money and opportunity, is it going to consume you? Is it going to overwhelm your emotions to the point to where it affects your relationship with Jesus? And here, if you go back in my live videos, you'll see some of the dreams that I've had this week, and one of them, I'm on a hang glider off of a cliff over the ocean, and I'm being given a higher perspective, and I'm seeing the waves come in. and I see the skies are clear, and there was nothing crazy about the waves, and I totally believe the Lord was showing me, hey, the market's safe right now. And I look in the natural, and I'm like, how is it safe right now? Like, you got Russia going on, you got like interest rate this and that, and Bitcoin's coming down, and I know Ethereum went up and supposed to kick off this crypto, this altcoin season, but this is a crazy season. I mean, this is not normal cryptocurrency season. So I'm landing this whole video back to this truth. You can have revelation. You can have dreams. You can see things prophetically. But just because God gives you an experience or a dream, it doesn't mean that's all he wants to say. Oftentimes, dreams, encounters, revelation is a door that Jesus is offering us to a deeper place of intimacy with him. That's why people can have dreams about the market, and the revelation's from the Lord, but the way they interpret it, the timing, the practicals, the application, they get wacky, or or just flat out wrong, or they react, right? Like, oh, God spoke to me, I need to react right now. And right there with you, I've been guilty of it. I don't want to be the one that doesn't listen to God. I'm excited about when God speaks about something like, a price point or selling or whatever. But I am coming back to this place of like, Jesus, help me draw close to you. Thank you for the revelation. But Lord, I know that I'm going to screw this up if I don't stay close to you. Help me not have a knee-jerk reaction to my revelation, the revelation you give me, or revelation somebody else gives me, and screw something up that if I would have just abided in you, if I would have continued to talk to you about the revelation, there would be more understanding, more clarity, more revelation. So yeah, Jesus, help us keep you first. Thank you for the revelations. Thank you for dreams. Thank you for encounters. Thank you for other people who have experiences that they share. Lord, help us hold your hand. Help us just enjoy being with you. So let's not fall into the temptation of being distracted by the wealth, distracted by the money, distracted, eclipsed by everything that's going on, to the point that we surrender our relationship with Jesus. And I'm like, Lord, forgive me for any place in my heart that I've done that. This is not an easy walk. I mean, you could take any of these truths that we know, seek first the kingdom, right? But when we're walking out this life, it's not easy. But there's a plumb line. Thankfully, there's a plumb line. Thankfully, Jesus, he loves us enough to not leave us alone. He didn't say, hey, here you go, here's some revelation, now go figure it out on your own. No. We get to walk with him in this. We get to grow in intimacy with him. And that is the most beautiful thing, right? It is. But, again, if you have a family and kids and, your job's shaky, your business is shaky, whatever, we can be anxious. We can get anxious. We can get stressed out over this stuff. We can get worried. But it's like Matthew 25, chapter 25, the whole chapter about do not worry about food and clothing and all this stuff. Don't you know that God takes care of the creatures, right? God takes care of the flowers and the grass. How much more will he not take care of you? I thought about this earlier. It's interesting. Jesus didn't say, don't think about your life. Don't think about food. Don't think about clothing. He said, don't worry about it. So Lord, forgive us for allowing any worry or anxiousness about the markets. I just pray right now a release of peace and joy, fruit of the Spirit, that we as believers would be overwhelmed by your goodness, by your presence, by your graciousness, that you've even brought us into this place at the right time. We are at the right place at the right time to see some awesome stuff happen for ourselves and for our family. And so blessings, stay close to him, push all the stuff away and just draw close to him if that's what you need to do for a day or for an hour or for a week, whatever. But be willing to fight to keep him first, and don't be satisfied with dreams or revelation, but take those dreams, take the revelation, and draw close to him, spend time with him. You know, it was said in scriptures that many will prophesy in my name and not even know me. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to have dreams and prophetic stuff and share it and it be true, but in the process not even have a real relationship happening with Jesus. So, blessings. Definitely some stuff to think about. Continue to write your dreams down, record them, audio record them, share them with your family, your wife, listen to your kids' dreams. God is speaking, and maybe he's not giving you the dreams, okay? And it's not all about dreams, right? But we are asleep for many hours of the night. Everybody dreams. It's scientifically proven, okay? Jesus, I just ask and release a grace to dream with you, and a grace for intimacy and relationship, real authentic relationship with you, Jesus. God, even in the midst of the tension, even in the midst of any confusion. All right, blessings, to be continued.